So guys, in this video we will be talking about the brand new set photos that's been released for The Flash Season 9, showcasing The Flash, Green Arrow, Kid Flash, and John Diggle all teaming up together. So if that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Yo, what is going on guys, Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 9. Now obviously very recently for The Flash Season 9, we've got some pretty big news in regards to some returning characters. Now this was specifically for episode 9, which is the most recent episode they're filming, directed by of course Danielle Pennebaker. But yeah, for this episode they've revealed 4 returning characters, and it is just very exciting. Obviously we know they've confirmed John Diggle, Kid Flash, Oliver Queen, and Ramsey Rosso, aka Bloodwork. Now obviously this got a lot of people excited because in this lineup there are specifically 2 characters that so many people wanted to see return for the Flash's final season, and it's clearly happened. It's 100% confirmed. Oliver Queen and Kid Flash. In terms of one of the characters, that being of course Oliver Queen, it was questioned whether it would be as the Spectre or as the Green Arrow, and also how is this happening? How is someone who's dead returning for an episode? And from these set photos, we can make a pretty safe assumption. I know I did make a theory video on the different ways Oliver Queen can return, and I will pretty much talk about that as well. But yeah, thanks to our good old friend Canada Graphs, we have some set photos for this episode, and there are some very interesting stuff to go over. Now there are also other set photos. I don't know from who because it's not really like credited or anything like that, so I don't know who from, but for anyone who knows, or if the owner is even watching this video, be sure to contact me and I will credit you in the description down below. But yeah, in terms of Canada Graphs' set photos, I don't know if the blog is out yet from the time I'm recording this video. It's not out yet. From the time this video is published, it might be, but depends on which one. Either I will link the Patreon for Canada Graphs where you could obviously access the early set photos. Otherwise, I will obviously link the blog post as well. But yeah, to start off to the set photos, I'm going to start off with this shot over here. Now over here, as you guys can see, we have Oliver Queen suited up as the Green Arrow. So this pretty much confirms that Stephen Amell will be playing Green Arrow as well. And now this is a very specific version of the Green Arrow. As you guys can see, he is wearing his season 8 suit. Now what could this mean? Now for me, either this is a version of Oliver Queen from Arrow season 8 prior to before he died. So anywhere from the ending of Arrow season 7 all the way to before Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's somewhere around there. That could be one possibility, and obviously it's like a time travel thing where Barry brings him to present day. That could be possible. Now if you want to go all nitpicky about this, from Arrow season 8, Oliver Queen did have a much longer beard and a much longer hairstyle than he does from over here, so I'm going to assume just based off that it's going to be an Oliver Queen from before episode 1 of season 8 and after Arrow season 7. It's a big estimate, but all we know is he's wearing the Arrow season 8 suit, so we know it's a version of Oliver Queen from that time period. And now obviously the second option is this is actually Oliver Queen returning as the Spectre, but he's making himself as the Green Arrow to help Team Flash as well. That could also be another possibility. Now the next shot is over here. As you guys can see, Kanan Lonsdale suited up as Kid Flash, and right off the bat you guys can see there's no like suit upgrade, there's no suit changes or anything like that. This is Wally's Kid Flash suit he's had since season 3, and it's just really great to see Wally West returning. I'm very excited to see what they have in store for him, because Eric Wallace did say this version of Wally will have some new tricks up his sleeve and he's going to be a lot more different to when we last saw him. And obviously right opposite him I believe is Senthil Ramamurthy's Bloodwork, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. Now the next shot for me, it's an absolute killer, and everyone's just gonna bawl their eyes out when we see this. But over here, as you guys can see, we have Oliver and Diggle hugging each other. The brothers are hugging each other, and it's just gonna kill. I'm gonna get very emotional seeing this. That's definitely what they're aiming for. Now, from what I'm guessing over here, this is a tight hug. So this is the first time I'm assuming Diggle and Oliver are going to see each other, and that's when they hug each other. Now, the reaction could be Diggle seeing Green Arrow, and he's like, wait, how's Oliver there? And he just grabs Oliver and hugs him. Or it could be a two-way thing. It depends on, like, what type of Oliver Queen this is from. If it's Oliver Queen before season 8, or more specifically before he dies, then maybe this is him just hugging Diggle because he knows he's going to die, and, you know, this is him just seeing Diggle for the last time. Well, not really the last time, but this is, you know, set into the future, so this will be the last time Diggle will see Oliver in, like, you know, if we go chronologically. Or once again, the second option, if this is the Spectre projecting himself or just like making himself the Green Arrow just to help Team Flash, then obviously this will be normal present day Oliver Queen hugging John Diggle. Whichever way it is, we still know it's going to be very, very emotional. But damn, I cannot wait to see this because it's going to be very, very sad. And Diggle's reaction especially, I would really, really love to see what they do over here. Now, next up, you guys can see we have Ramsey Rosso, aka Bloodwork, now like levitating. Now, obviously, from the Earth Prime comic books, we know Bloodwork has escaped Argus, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Bloodwork. Like, will he have leveled up from when we last saw him? Like, is he gonna have some like new powers up his sleeve or something like that? But yeah, we have him levitating, so it seems like he has some new powers, and obviously this means that it's going to be Bloodwork versus those three characters. So Bloodwork must have become seriously powerful considering four superheroes facing off against him. But yeah, it's great to see Sentinel Ramberthy back. He was one of my favorite villains on The Flash, so once again, it's great to have him back. Now, next up, we have this shot of Oliver Queen, like, up this car, and obviously he's looking at the Flash, and Kid Flash is behind. Now, I think this is just, like, it's not when they're shooting the scene, but it's when they're getting ready to shoot it. But yeah, this could be when Oliver Queen first arrives, for all we know. Or he could be just doing some, like, really cool parkour, Green Arrow stuff. Who knows? Now, the next shot is this one of the Flash and Kid Flash, like, seems like grabbing onto something. Is definitely going to be CGI'd in some way. Now, it will be interesting to see what this is. It's clearly going to be some sort of Speed Force construct or something like that, whether it's going to be like maybe a lasso, or it does seem like they're both holding a gun as well, but we obviously know that's not going to be the case. It's going to be some sort of like Speed Force construct lasso type thing, and maybe that's what's linked to Bloodwork levitating, is because maybe the Flash and Kid Flash are holding him with a Speed Force construct, with all we know. But it's really, really cool. It's cool to see both of these two teaming up together as well. And, you know, we're going to see more tricks with Wally. We're going to see newer tricks with Barry. And it's going to be really, really cool to just see these two speedsters in action together, in my opinion. Now, the next one is pretty much a behind the scenes. But over here, as you guys can see, we have director Danielle Panabaker. We have Grant Gustin. We have Stephen Amell suited up as Oliver Queen, and John Diggle, once again, David Ramsey, and it's just them taking a photo together because it's obviously a very, very special and a big episode. But lastly, David Ramsey did share this very, very badass shot of him suited up as Spartan, Stephen Amell suited up as Green Arrow, Grant Gustin suited up as the Flash, and obviously Keenan Lonsdale suited up as Kid Flash. So badass. This photo has been trending everywhere, and for all the right reasons, because we have all these returning characters, and it's going to be one hell of an episode. We're going to have, it's like a mini crossover in a way, where we have all of these characters just teaming up together with the Flash, facing off against the villain, and it's just going to be such a special episode, especially having the fact that Oliver Queen is there, and obviously Kid Flash is there as well. There are lots of things to look forward to in this episode, in my opinion. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below what you guys are most looking forward to in this episode. Is it the return of Wally West, or is it the return of the Green Arrow? I'm interested to see all of your thoughts towards all of this as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.